Hello everyone, welcome. This is Kirya Does Things. I'm Kirya, and today, of course, we're going to talk about the F1 fantasy game, and specifically, we are going to talk about the Austrian Grand Prix that happened a week ago and the British Grand Prix in Silverstone that is going to happen this weekend. So, Austria was looking so promising, and I ended up doing again mid to badly. Yeah, that one. So I scored 175 points. It was looking so good before the crash between Norris and Verstappen. It was looking extremely good. I had Red Bull, I had McLaren. They were both doing well, both teams. Norris was doing amazingly well, even if he finished second in the end. Even if that was the case, it would have been extremely good because he had of course, third place in the sprint. He got sprint fastest lap, which in real life doesn't matter, but in F1 Fantasy it's 5 points. He was going to get driver of the day again, as I predicted, and then he was looking to at least get a second place finish, which was looking good. My teams were looking good, Norris was looking good, my constructors I mean, and then my drivers, at least Hülkenberg was looking extremely good and Gasly pretty well as well, and the others no DNFs or anything like that. So it was looking like a very strong result for me, and in the end Norris crashed with Verstappen, and as you know, Verstappen finished 5th and Norris DNF'd. Well, he technically didn't DNF, he finished technically in 20th position, which means he lost 18 points in race positions lost, which is pretty much the same thing as a DNF. So that one really cost us. It affected me very well. So unfortunately, it was a third weekend in a row that I didn't do very well. Also, Ferrari had the two fastest pit stops after a lot of races in a row that they didn't have any points for the fastest pit stops, and I stopped believing in Ferrari, and I got Red Bull and McLaren, and the best Red Bull and McLaren drivers collided. It's not going well. It really is not. I had a very strong start to the season, and now I think probably I had too much of some good luck in the first part of the season, and now the bad luck is keep on going. As you can see, I fail even more in the standings. Almost 4,000 in the world and 15th in Greece. It's not good enough. We still have around half the season to go, so there is hope, but it's going to require a lot of good luck and a lot of good choices to go back into fighting positions for the top spots. So that was Austria, unfortunately. The best team was, I think, the Piastri and Russell team, which was something that I considered a little bit, but not really, because I thought that this configuration of a team was the best choice, and honestly, I was kinda right until the chaos happened. So I don't really think it's that much on me this time around. I think I did well with my choices, but it was really unlucky what happened. So what about Silverstone? Practice happened yesterday, today is Saturday, and pretty much same things, same shit as we have seen lately, with probably McLaren being up there and Verstappen being up there, and the others are maybe Ferrari, maybe Mercedes, but probably at least half a step behind the others. So the logic pretty much remains the same, I think. Uh, Again, the same thing applies here. I can go for. Oh, by the way, sorry. Before we continue talking about Silverstone, I also said in the previous episode that I used the wildcard, obviously, and then I said that I will use the no-negative chip, which obviously I couldn't do because I used the wildcard, and you can only use one chip per weekend. So that was a little bit silly of me, and I might even said that I would use another chip, like 3 chips simultaneously. Okay, yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, let's go back to the Silverstone discussion. So again, I can go to the having 2 big assets of drivers, um, but I have to weaken my Red Bull, I think, to either a Mercedes or a Ferrari, and then I think I need 3 changes to do that, because I will have to get rid of Lando, both Lando and Esteban, for example, and Red Bull, and go for, let's say, Mercedes, and then 2 decent drivers like. And it seems like that's not even enough, is it? It's not by 0.3, so I can't even do that right now anyway with my team. So I think I am kinda stuck here with this build, with the Lando Red Bull McLaren build, which is not bad because Silverstone, it seems like they are the favorites again in Silverstone. I am a little bit scared that something silly might happen again, but I don't think I can do a lot more than that. Also, I'm thinking that because my team is pretty good right now and I'm pretty happy with it, I might just make only 1 change to this to keep the rest, to have 3 changes for the next weekend, because something might change until Hungary. Right now it seems like it's the same things that we know. McLaren is good and Verstappen is good. So my thinking right now is just to make 1 simple change. Probably Ocon out and Magnussen in. Magnussen scored a lot of points again in Austria. I had him for the most of this season, and he is consistently scoring good. Both the Haas guys have scored. Magnussen 63 for the season, Hülkenberg 60. Even though they both had that crazy minus 30 something in Monaco with the DQ in quali and the DNF as well, which was just a freaky situation, right? So the Haas boys are very good assets still, and I think Ocon can't really do that well because he's leaving Alpine, Gasly is staying, so they will probably prioritize him, Gasly, I mean. So I think it's a good idea to go for Magnussen instead of Ocon for this weekend. And other than that, I think it's we should stay like this pretty much. There is no good reason for me to change again. Hopefully Lando gets the win. He will most certainly get again driver of the day, especially if he goes, if he fights Max, or if he at least finishes P2. It seems like first of all Lando is very what's the word? A lot of people like him. Popular, that's the word. So he is very popular, and also he driver of the day tends to go to the driver that finishes second behind Verstappen in the races that Verstappen dominates, or at least wins rather. So again, it's a really good bet to go for Norris, because even if he finishes second, he will still most probably get driver of the day again, especially here in his own Grand Prix. So I'm pretty certain about that. Even if he finishes second, I think it's a good idea. I don't see McLaren just being terrible. Like suddenly they seem really, really strong in all of the tracks, and especially Silverstone. So I think that's it pretty much. I'm pretty sure that this is the team that I'm going for. I don't see a reason to do anything else right now, and hopefully we will actually get good points that we deserve to get, as we deserved in Austria, but we got extremely unlucky, I believe. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Also, probably Red Bull is going to get back into fastest pit stops points. Hopefully McLaren might get some as well. And yeah, that's it pretty much. The only thing that you could consider is going for two changes here and going for Verstappen Sargent again, but I really do believe that on average Verstappen and Norris will score around the same amount of Fun Fantasy points because of the driver of the day that Lando gets a lot, and obviously Sargent is a worse choice compared to Magnussen. So yeah, I think this is the best I can do. So yeah, that's my team pretty much. That's it for this episode, and we will talk about the Hungarian Grand Prix next time, which I think is around 2 weeks from now. Probably 2 weeks from now. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, of course, it helps a lot, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.